everybody, welcome to Life at Sunny Lee with Kathy Jarvis. And it has been another busy week. I have spent way too much money this week, but it's all in preparation for the future and for this winter. Saturday, I took the time off to actually clean the house, pack away all of the Halloween decorations, except for my little witch back here, who is a all-time resident. She doesn't get moved. That little plate serves as a place to put the keys and stuff when we come in the door, so we know where they're at. And I do dress her up during the season, like Christmas. She'll be dressed up. I can't find her hat for the Thanksgiving thing, so I may have to make another hat or try to find another hat for her, a little pilgrim hat, bonnet. But otherwise, she's dressed for Thanksgiving. I changed the decorations out. The fireplace now has the fall decoration, Thanksgiving decorations. The fall Afghans are out, and the fall Thanksgiving tree is up. Now each one of those leaves has written on there things that we're thankful for, either in the past years or in this year that we just had. And then I changed out the dining room table. All the Thanksgiving stuff is packed away, and all the Halloween stuff's packed away, and the Thanksgiving stuff is out. So the table is ready for Thanksgiving dinner. Now, another thing that we did Saturday, and this is one that cost me some money, is we decided we were going to we don't use the fireplace as much as we should because it's kind of a pain. We have to remove the screen there, and we've got styrofoam behind the screen to help with the draft, because no matter how hard we close that damper, there's still a little bit of a cold air that comes through. So we decided we were going to have doors put on that have the screen behind them, glass doors with a screen behind them, so that we can use the fireplace more often. And I don't know if you can see it, but that is the way it's going to look. That's the doors that we ordered, which should be here before Thanksgiving, or so they say. So I'm looking forward to that. We also took down the cover off of the greenhouse, and we staked out a location for another greenhouse. That was Sunday. We also went to church. Monday was another expensive day. I went ahead and ordered another greenhouse. This is another 16 by 20, which is the same size as this one I'm standing next to. Only instead of having the low sides, the next one is going to have high sides, which means the sides are going to be about 7 foot tall, so you can walk in and out through the side if you have to. I also made the appointment for Dexter to have him checked out. Since he's been here for 2 months, I figure he's my cat now, so I need to find out why his nose is running like it is and take care of that. Okay, Monday also we went to the gym. First time we've been back in a long time, and that's kind of nice. And on Tuesday he had a dental appointment, so we didn't get much done during the day because we went down early because we wanted to vote and everything. I hope you voted. And then Wednesday he went into town early in the morning, and I took advantage of the time to come out to the greenhouse and check on the plants that we planted last week. And you can just barely see the lettuce coming up, but the turnips and the radishes, you can really see they've really come up. The parsnips, everything else was planted at the end of the week, so it hasn't really had a chance to come up yet. So nothing over here has come up. The turnips over there are starting to take off. I've been actually getting out here and actually watering every other day to keep it the soil moist, and they've really responded wonderfully. So I have to keep out here and keep getting the water. The only problem is I have been hunting everywhere for my hori knife, and I cannot find it. It was supposed to have been in this bucket, and I dumped everything out of the bucket into that bag, and there's no hori knife. I went through my shop, I can't find it. I went through the garage, can't find it. So I'm at a loss as to where my hori knife disappeared to. So if you remember me putting it down in any of the videos, give me a comment below so I know where the heck it's at. Also on Wednesday we had an appointment with the Medicare lady to see if there was if we could save any money this week. And I also picked more peas on Wednesday. I just love peas in the greenhouse. I have never had the peas in here before. This was an experiment this year for this fall, and they are doing so well that I will definitely plant more peas in the greenhouse. In fact, next year I think this whole row is going to be peas, and that should give me plenty of peas. If I do them in succession, I should have plenty of peas for next year. Carrots are coming along pretty good. Turnips are doing well. I still have some pepper blooms. If they can make it, we'll be fine. We're supposed to get some cold weather. We've got green peppers over here. Yep, hanging. So it's not bad for November the 9th. Pretty pleased with them. Now, if you remember correctly, last week we worked on the toilet in the boys' bathroom and put a new big day in and everything. And that toilet had been 30 years old. Well, all the toilets in this part of the house were put in pretty much close together. So it's no surprise this week that the toilet in our master bedroom started leaking. So he went and got the material that you need to put in to the back, and also a new seal, because he thinks he's going to have to probably pick it up and replace the wax seal. We're not for sure about that yet. So that is what he started on Wednesday. Thursday I got a late start getting into the garden, mainly because I went out and fed these guys, and I got stung by a wasp on the hand. Seems like I can work all summer around these bees and wasps, and they don't bother me at all. Every fall I get stung at least once, and I think this is my third time this fall. And I wasn't even doing anything. I just put my hand behind my back, and evidently it was on my belt. I put my hand behind my back to adjust my belt, and evidently it was on my belt, and it decided that I wasn't a good candidate for a friend. So it stung me. So I sat there for about 20 minutes with ice on my back of my hand before I decided to come out here and start working. And today I worked on the blackberries, getting them, the old canes out, the new canes, the prima canes, tied up onto new trellises. I have the erect type that can overwinter being up. If they're trailing, you should lay them down on the ground, but the erect ones can remain up for the winter. So I staked them up, checked them. Had one that had rooted down on the other end, and I didn't realize it, and I pulled it up. So I replanted that end. Hopefully it will take. I have another one I noticed over in the grape area, but I'll wait until spring to transplant that. But I've got them all the old dead stuff cleared out, and them taken care of. So it looks pretty good, actually. I'm going to move these blocks to the back because I'm going to turn this into a three-sided. I've got a rope back there to support the ones that are back there. I've got two of them back there. The one is the one that rooted input. I've got another one up here that's not in line. It's out of line. But again, I'm going to leave it until spring and then move it back into line. Cat. And here's the little one that's grown. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, here's the little one that's grown up among my grapes. So I'm going to leave it until spring, and then I'll transplant it over to where it belongs come springtime. So that's what I did Thursday. Our son came down also and trying to get his car fixed. And my husband took out the toilet that was in our master bedroom, which I told you was leaking. He's taken it completely out, trying to find parts for inside of it. It's one of those low rise ones, one piece, and it's hard to find the guts for them. So he's out looking for that also. If we don't find that, we may end up buying another toilet. So hopefully we can get that straightened up, get the water turned back on in the bathroom. It's thrown me completely off of my schedule. I actually forgot to treat my teeth this morning, so I had to do it later in the afternoon. So I still got twice a day, but it's supposed to be morning. That cat loves me. That's all I can say. I cannot work anywhere without him being around. Anyway, that was the main thing I wanted to get done today was the blackberries. I wanted to get them winterized and ready for winter. I do want to still put down some weed fabric. What I put down last year, which I got on sale, just did not work at all. Hey, Trouble. You're not Trouble. Trouble's the other one. But you're being a troublemaker today. Anyway, he keeps pawing at the camera. Like, please, let me show me. Anyway, that fabric, wig fabric I bought last year on sale was worthless. Paid $5 for it. It didn't even last a whole season. And so I got some more of it left. I'm gonna try double layer and see if we can get through the winter. Although I really don't have to put it down until spring. So I haven't decided whether I'm going to put it down or just let that stuff die out. But I am going to move those cement blocks to the back side since that's the 3-corner that I want to have. So I'm going to do that yet today. Waiting on my husband to get back to see what we're doing about the car and whether we're going to go out to eat or whether I have to fix supper or what the heck's going on. Well, we found out what was wrong with the car. It's the brakes. I had to make an appointment for Monday, so we're exchanging cars for a week, I guess. Anyway, he took our car, and we've got his car. We'll take it in Monday and have it fixed. I did end up fixing supper and sending him back to his house late Thursday night. Friday it rained. So we really didn't get much done outside. We did go to the gym, and I worked a little bit in the garden and in the garage, and I did find the hori-hori knife. It was in the garage among my other gardening stuff that I hadn't used since last spring when we planted everything, because I use my hori-hori knife mainly for planting, and at the end of the season to dig up any roots that are cut off, any stems that I need to cut off. Anyway, I found it, so I'm happy about that. And we're still working on that toilet. We've got it setting out with some chemicals in it, trying to get the orange stains out of it. we have a lot of iron and mineral in our water, and it clogs up those hose around the rim. So, and stings the bow really bad. So he's trying to get those cleaned out so we can actually reuse this toilet and not have to buy a new one. So that's been our week. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Remember, dream big, follow that dream, and like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.